Ready.
We're live. We're live.
We can't talk about the chip.
Oh, yeah.
You want some chips? Are you hungry?
Huh?
Hey, welcome back to another episode.
Hey, you know what, Matt? Slow down a little bit, okay? We should have a podcast where we enjoy yourself, okay?
All right.
Jeez,
You're
man. Right. You're moving. You really want to move straight into the news on everything.
I was just talking about chips.
It's the button-down shirt.
What kind of chips do you guys like?
I like them all.
What's
What
your favorite
kind of chips do you like?
Them all. I want to put. We were talking. I'd like to put.
Do you like hot fries?
I would have 100% agreed when my kids were born to put a chip in each one of them to know where they are and make sure they're safe. That's what we were talking about.
I like
We're talking about
Zaps.
potato chips, Ivan.
I love Doritos.
I like hot fries, okay? And you like Zaps?
I got the yellow ribbon. So, it's okay.
How many times did you sit back just relaxing? Understand movements coming in, yeah, we got the packs in. I don't really wanna see no more traffic. Last pack just came in, let's get it out with.
I had a hard
Wanna be okay, wanna be alright. Wanna see the world.
Good to be back. It's good to be back, bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
what you're watching is all the epic ones that they've had in the past.
Yeah, well, we're live right now. Welcome to
You are.
Kathy and Susie's Kids. We're a podcast about a lot of cool
We're
things.
slowing down. We're enjoying ourselves. And we're here with Lauren Taranto and Ivan Spinner. What's going on, guys?
Appreciate y'all having me again. And of
Yeah,
course,
appreciate it. First time.
I mean, you're like alumni. Bro.
I'm trying.
And I said it wrong. You said Taranto earlier, so
You
it's
can say
Lauren.
it either way.
I will, but tell me why the difference.
I'm not really sure.
No, just like
My aunt
different
instilled
towns.
it in me. I would say Toronto, and she says that's not it. It's Taranto. Don't forget it.
So we have this
I'm
problem
scared
with
of her. I listen to
the
her.
Duron. So it's like you're a Derwin or you're a Duron. And now we try to take over the Duron version. You know, they make fun of us all the time. It's like Derwin, you know, but that's St. Martin versus Biloxi.
Dad says south of I-10, so that's what we're
Here we go with this. Yeah.
There's only one way to say Brooks, I think. Spinner, you got any spiners or
I think Spinner's probably pretty easy.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So Lauren, you own Eat Drink Love.
Eat Drink Love. Yes.
Yeah, that place is delicious.
Thank you.
That's one of me and my mom's lunch spots. I was telling you that earlier.
And you get a cookie with every, like you get a cookie.
And a pickle spear.
That's a
No.
serious labor of love too. Every single morning, and now it's like 220.
So they're all
cookies. It used to
fresh?
be yes, every morning.
Oh.
Every single morning.
So what time do you guys actually get there and start cooking?
I don't get there till 8 anymore, but some poor soul gets there at 5:30, which is Scott right now. He's taking one for the team.
That's awesome. No. I mean, because that's what it takes to get you guys. What y'all are open for lunch?
Yep.
Dirty breakfast?
Yep.
Okay, so what time is it actually the doors open?
7:30 starts breakfast, rolls right into lunch, and then of course we let them do whatever they want. So you want breakfast at lunch, you get it. We do that till about 3:30. Then it's time to start the bar, and then catering throughout the whole entire day. So it's something new. Usually a shit show every single day.
Do you find it to be tough to operate, you know, a restaurant, a cafe restaurant, and catering at the same time? Because I mean, Eat, Drink, Love Catering is all over, but I mean the balance. I mean, most places they say they offer catering, but they don't really like. It's not their cup of tea. It's just kind of like an offering.
Oh yeah, it's insane, especially the space, which is about as big as where we're at right now. You're trying to push out 3 meal, breakfast, lunch, catering, and then events on top of it. But it's also what makes it fun. And only a few people will do that. So that's why I have such a cool team, because you hire somebody and you say, you don't know what to expect from one day to the next. And only 1 out of 15 people is going to say yeah to that. And I got all the best ones. So that makes it really fun.
That's what's up.
She's got a team. You know, we had Garrett's engagement party, right? We had the engagement. Yeah.
They catered it.
And we found out about it, and Emily just jumped straight on it. It was it's Eat Drink Love's catering this, and you're gonna get in line.
Oh, it's legit. I mean, when you walk in there, what's even great is after you eat, you just go into one of her coolers and you bring some food home. I think that's what that's probably even more special than just going there and eating.
I'm so hungry.
So when
That's how it all started too. It was take and bake before anything else. I never ever dreamed of having an actual sit down restaurant. It was all about cooking food for people to bring home. All families are working, moms are working, dads are working, single parents. They don't have time for that kind of stuff. My parents did it growing up as an only child, cooking for 3 people, and they both had full-time jobs, and that was hard. And I remember always really respecting them for that and appreciating it. And as an adult, realizing how much time you don't have, and all those families deserve that opportunity, is to put homemade food on the table and not have to spend hours doing it. They've
because cooking's hard work.
cooking's hard work.
And cleaning sucks. Nobody wants to clean. Like so I used to be a chef many moons ago, and actually I worked in Oxford for a lady who did what you just called, what is it, take and bake?
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't know that term, or she might have known it. I didn't know that term back then, but that's how she kind of started out. And actually, it was two different businesses that merged. But we did fine dining catering. We were going to people's houses and we would use their kitchen and cook. But then we would also do, I think, that, and then we would do like grow food when people would come for the games.
Yeah.
But it gave me an insight to that line of work, which is super tough. And that's when I know that cooking's tough and cleaning sucks. So in your experience, I mean, how long have you been doing this?
We started this, let's see, 2013 or 14. So this is that right? 6 years? Yeah. This
It's almost seven.
Yeah. So this
It's 2021 already.
Yeah. So this will be our 6th year altogether. 3 years in the location that we are at now, and then 3 years before that in a doctor's office that we turned into a kitchen and had a lunch special, which was always chicken salad, your mom's favorite.
No, I love chicken salad. How'd you know that? Wait a minute. So what do y'all offer as far as what's your favorite thing there? And how do you derive your I guess your
Yeah, I want to know how you come up with these menus.
It's a badass team. Every morning it's like you come in starving. And so then you just start thinking about, what do you want to eat? What do you we got great food reps. Lots of people bringing new products in all the time for us to try and inspire us. We eat out a lot. I mean, that's always travel, research and development. Once you're bored with something, go find something else that somebody did great and try to mimic that and bring something back that's fresh and new. Specials are our favorite thing to do. I mean, the whole menu we love, but our specials, the daily ones, is what we really get into. The crew gets in there like, oh man, I was thinking about this. They're always bringing stuff in, and we kind of have that powwow in the morning, trying to start pulling stuff out of the fridge and making something up. People are calling at 9:30. Do you know what your specials are yet? We're like, no, we just got done making cookies. Like, give us a few minutes,
So what do they have that's named after you? Like, don't you got to have some kind of special dish there that's yours? And
I think I only have a cocktail named after me.
that's enough right there. There we go. What is it? What is it?
Makes sense.
That's food.
Honestly, don't know. It was on the old
you
bar
better know.
menu. And no, I'm so out of touch with the bar menu. I told them that they're really good at that. So I just kind of leave that to them. I'll drink it all the time, but I don't know what's in anything.
Chad, does anybody know what they call it? Lauren, John
The
says,
LT, but that's it.
so John says she's addicted to the shrimp dip.
The shrimp
Scampi dip. Everybody is.
Lauren's in here, Turner. Shout out making groceries.
Hi, LT.
Honey, they need to see you in action. I'm thinking the way she says it too. You know what I mean? Like, and the chicken pot pie. Y'all need that chicken pot pie. And then we have Jamie Stram says that power salad with salmon.
Yep.
I mean,
I don't even do salad specials anymore because I'm like, okay, I made this great salad, but everybody wants power salad today. So, yep, that's
What is a
the
power
jam.
salad?
Something that I never thought would go this far. It's just a lot of goodies. Feta, pecans, cranberries, avocado, red onions,
Sounds fire.
balsamic, just all kind of sweet and salty and good all in there. And then top it with some salmon.
should we like get in there one day and like kind of help them? Like, let's just come up with
If we're invited.
Yeah, y'all can come cook with us.
We'll sneak in. We'll sneak in. Come back to like I knew you when I was younger through Ryan Bowden, Miss Tammy's best friend and Angie, your mom. Having that experience to see you grow. So you literally started this catering business, and to watch it, like it's one of them places that if you go to Ocean Springs for lunch, it's like Eat Drink Love. Did you have that today? And it's one of the things where I'll drive over to get the chicken salad. Like I'm hooked on this, hands down best chicken salad on the coast.
Thank you.
Maybe completely the state. Maybe this like the chicken salad's fire. Like, but it's just one of them comfort food. Lunch special style. So for the chicken salad, like how long did it take you to perfect the chicken salad?
That's the same thing my mom's been making my whole entire life. So it was easy. She just handed the recipe over, which is most of the take and bake and that.
Does she ever get does she ever get in the kitchen?
When I beg. She doesn't like the hustle and bustle. It makes her nervous. So she'll come in the morning all the time, but she doesn't, once it's time to kick off lunch and tickets start flying and people start sweating, she's ready to get out.
It is nerve wracking. They say if you can't handle the heat, you got to stay out the kitchen. That's not just a saying.
Yeah.
I guess it's true.
Lindsay calls it, if you're hot, get out the kitchen.
That's right.
We make fun of her all the time. It's a little bit- We're thinking about making t-shirts.
So, here's like my go-to that I've always enjoyed about Eat Drink Love. Is like I go in there, I grab a root beer. pop it open. This routine's a bottle of root beer. Pop it
It's
open.
a novelty.
And that's how it started.
that's
That's
a
how I don't even like
Mississippi
purchase
charm.
it yet. I'm sorry, guys. You need to purchase it, but like that's what I do. I grab the root beer out of the cooler, pop it open, and then I go in.
Nobody's probably ever said anything to you either. There's
No.
no telling what people walk out of out there. Somebody
Whenever
comes
you
back,
look
they're like,
confident and you're doing
Right.
stuff, nobody asks questions.
yeah, they're like, Lauren, somebody, I'm like, just let them go. It's fine. It's fine. They'll be back next week.
So Ivan, how did you guys? When did you get involved over here?
So, obviously most people know we're doing a Marina Cantina on the water.
No, are
Yeah,
you?
we are.
I haven't heard it.
Well, you have one in
about
Gulfport.
We have one in Gulfport. We're super excited. We bought McElroy's in the back bayou. And we were really excited. And one of the issues was, they were giving us a hard time about entertainment zone. So there happened to be a building next door, which was 701 Bienville. And I happened to go in there, talk to the lady who owned it. And, within 15 minutes, we kind of worked the deal and decided to buy it just to kind of make it, synergy with an entertainment zone and not have to deal with
Anybody
some other
complaining?
rules. Yeah, no one complaining.
So 15 minutes, you were able to negotiate this
That
deal.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
wins.
Is that the fastest deal you've ever
Two
negotiated?
Two
or-
buildings. I want two.
Probably ever. I mean, literally, I was in there and we agreed on a price.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
It actually worked out perfect. And so I called up Mark Orgler and their office, and they sent over a PDF file. I went right to the city for our meeting about an hour later and got everything approved. So I was super excited. It gave us the ability to, do entertainment zone, to be able to have multiple restaurants, be able to walk to and have the restrictions that we needed to succeed at Marina Cantina.
And a great thing too with that move is you're taking with y'all moving on that side. Lovers Lane is what I call it.
Yep.
Correct.
Lovers Lane is where it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to see when Ricky, y'all had that meeting, and shout out to Ricky. He's been on here, Ricky Ottoman.
That's
He's
our boy.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's our boy. Everybody loves Ricky.
yeah, I love Ricky.
How do
You can make a shirt that says everybody loves Ricky.
We do
can
need
do it
t-shirts about Ricky.
We can do a Ricky shirt.
right.
But to see the development. So now with, you had the issue like Marina Cantina. If you would have just bought that one building, you couldn't have had the art district, like the drink district.
Yeah, we
correct?
wouldn't have been able to have drinks to go. So it just, what it is, just we believe that when people see it done, it's going to be a destination. So it's not just Marina Cantina.
Dude, you go front beach now and you just go underneath the bridge and you hit restaurants.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's going to be, when people see it done, I think they're going to be in a wow factor where it's going to be really state of the art, really nice, huge porches, huge live entertainment, great food, not only from Marina Cantina, but Eat Drink Love. But it was interesting. Right when I bought it, the amount of calls I got for people that wanted to go there was insane.
Oh, we were on the show and we were talking about it, and people.
We still got
Yeah.
to we still got to
We got a whole
challenge them to a
following.
cook off though. We put
So-
yeah, we did challenge up to a cook.
We're still-
kick y'all's ass on that.
Matt's gonna kick your ass.
Jordan, you're gonna be there too. Spring a little of that beard hair in for flavor.
That, but I love seeing growth and development, and I love seeing that like Lovers Lane, it's always, it's been chill and stuff, but you look and it will always be it's still gonna be cozy. The whole development there is gonna be cozy, but it's cool to we get to leave Front Beach, and boom,
Yep.
boom, we're right there.
There's
Yeah.
just no waterfront anywhere in Ocean Springs. We live in one of the greatest places on the coast, and it's so crazy that this is one of the first times that we'll actually be able to do all the things that we want to do on Four Bayou. I mean, it's just the
Yeah,
best kept secret for
there's no doubt.
whatever
And,
reason.
and when that sun comes down, Angel's your whole
Oh
entire
my
mood. You
God.
could be in the worst mood.
And
And
when people see like the actual view, it's going to blow people's mind.
Oh yeah,
And when you have both these,
I grew up there, so
both these
we
places,
take it for granted.
and one of the reasons, not only that, but we, that it works so well with Lauren is the guys that own Marina Cantina, they're actually very close friends. So they were actually the ones that actually said, hey, because I was really close to doing a daiquiri bar.
Well, Jordan was
Kinda
trying to
stuff.
talk me into a crawfish and beer restaurant at one point.
Yeah. So, but meeting Lauren was an absolute blessing in disguise. I couldn't be more happy.
Yeah.
I've been going to her restaurant now, and then I was just in Destin a few weeks ago, and my friends from Ocean Springs brought her shrimp scampi and chicken pot pie. So it's
So what's your go-to dish there?
that scampi is hard to beat,
Okay.
and I've had both. Had the scampi, had the chicken salad. I mean, pretty much her food is probably second.
It's
to
made
none.
with love.
It definitely.
It's called
is.
Eat Drink
It
Love.
really truly is. We all have so
It
much
is.
fun there every day. Like it's really not. I mean, maybe it was a play on words when we started this a long time ago, just pulling something out of the hat, but it really has lived up to its name.
One day Hallmark's gonna make a
movie.
movie about this place. I'm telling you right now. It's got that
I'll
vibe
have
to
to
it.
be
Name
in
it
it.
something
Huh?
different, 'cause I'm pretty
I
sure
won't
there's
be in it.
I'm pretty sure there's already Eat Drink Love movie. I don't know on Hallmark. I don't know if there's
And you guys
sounds
know,
like one.
And what, not only is her restaurant amazing, but her bar, the bar over at the Wilbur Bar, which she's bringing to on the water there, won't be called the Wilbur Bar, it'll be called 701.
Yeah, 701 Craft. So we're gonna kind of play with what we learned here and turn it into a little
speakeasy.
something new. Yeah, which
So-
we're really excited about the
Yeah.
bar.
I like
part.
it.
So, people at Marina Cantina that are drinking, daiquiris or whatever they're drinking over there, and they want to go over there for something special,
Is it going to be more of like a bourbon bar or
Yeah, we're gonna
a
play with
mixologist?
play with the craft stuff a little bit. We've got a couple of people coming on our team. We're actually stealing a few from the casinos that have been working on for a long time. Just saying these guys are great, want to put them in a different atmosphere. And so we're really excited to have a couple people on crew over there. So doing some craft cocktails, really extending on the wine.
Will it be the same size or a little larger?
It's about 3 times the size.
That's going to change a lot.
Yeah.
That's going to make a
Yeah.
big difference.
So you're going to have a big kitchen now. Like you just said, you were in a
Yeah.
small kitchen.
Well, no, I'm
gonna
saying
get
about the
2
bar. I'm
kitchens.
talking about the
Two
bar.
Yeah,
kitchens.
bar will be about 3 times
The
size.
bar, because the bar, I love the place. It's kind of small.
Mhm.
Love it,
No doubt.
but normally when you go out, you kind of wait till they open, and then it's like, okay, let's need to change.
Wait till
Okay,
it fills
I'm sorry.
up.
Sorry, I'm the one controlling this camera, guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm ADHD too.
But exactly what you're saying with hers is the same thing. Marina Cantina in Gulfport. We have a small inside restaurant,
Yeah.
and it's probably 1,500 square feet. Now you're going to 7,000
Yeah.
square feet.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can we share this podcast? If you're in here sharing the podcast, I'm just going to real quick. The Boothby family, they're big supporters. Says EDL rocks.
Yep.
No doubt.
Family for life hashtag.
Family over everything.
Preston came in with "What's up, gang? What up, bro?" He's the intro when it first started.
Oh,
He's from Biloxi. Makes all his music, produces it.
Oh, nice.
Eat what you love and made by love.
Yeah,
That's right. What are you doing? Kicking me?
because you keep shaking, like you keep shaking the whole
Don't
table.
kick me. You can tell me not to shake the table.
Well, I keep
but
stopping your foot.
You don't have to kick me. It's weird. Footsie and ass.
No, 8 foot. He was like stomping you right there. All right. So yeah, that was the thing though with the bar. Like that was because when you had a couple friends, you go in there. For me, was the size of, one of them definitely. A few of us had to stand around.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You couldn't get a seat.
But it's a cool speakeasy bar, so you kind of don't even realize there's a bar there until you're there. So I think that's what drew a lot of people in the Ocean Springs to be like, wow, this is so cool because it's small, quaint, and different.
I thought it was the
Yeah,
mural
It
in
feels
there.
special, and the mural is a highlight
Yeah.
for sure.
Nico did that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's our boy.
We'll have to get him over there.
Yeah, you have to get him over there and do
Oh, he'd be
Like-
down. He would be down.
That's the.
We got some good wall space to put him on.
We were the.
So have y'all designed it yet? Have y'all drawn anything out? Or?
I haven't been up there in months because we closed in the staircase, so I can't even get up to the bar. So it's all my imagination at the moment.
We'll write that stuff down.
We need to get her the board game Jumanji. So if people just wanted to chill out, they can play that game.
Or any board game
What?
for that matter.
No.
That's a great game.
Is it?
Keep saying
I've
that.
I've never played Jumanji. I've just seen the movie.
I played it.
Is that an actual game?
Yeah, it was good.
Hmm.
It's nostalgia, bud.
Did you get sucked in?
I don't know, maybe. I don't remember that
Are you
night.
still there?
Yeah, I'm
Are
kind of
we in the game right
maybe.
now? Okay.
So you take that. How long have them buildings been there? I mean, I told you just before. Shout out to McElroy's. They've been around for a long time on the bayou. But honestly, like they've always you just always pass by it. Like I mean, they have their breakfast, but everybody's just always passed by it. It's never had like entertainment. It's never been like what?
Yeah, home base is in Biloxi for them. You can't beat that spot,
Yeah, and they have right there by the harbor, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
small craft harbor.
So when we first bought that property, when I first bought that property, we kind of had to envision it. So until all the trees, which just so everyone knows, we didn't cut down one oak tree,
You better
but
not have.
Well, they're all pines.
and they were all pine trees. But if you actually go look at what we've done, is
It looks great.
we built the deck around every oak. So we've pretty much have kept, every oak tree. So, but some
You've
people,
enhanced the health of them too.
There's no doubt,
Having all
yeah.
that underbrush out now, it can grow and be its own,
I didn't
its
know
own
that.
thing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
so it's, all the underbrush is gone, all the old pine trees are gone, and what it does is just it brings the view to actually see the water.
Right.
So now you're going over the,
The bridge, you
you
can
go
see
over
it.
the bridge and you go over on the Anvil, whatever it's
Yep.
called,
90
90.
is what I
90,
call it.
Highway
however
90,
you
yeah.
call it. You over there now, you're like, wow, look at the water. You never saw it before.
Yeah, you really
because
didn't.
you had so many trees.
And
and
that was like
underbrush.
my whole point about that was you just always pass by it because it was like there's woods, and then the building was always tan.
Correct.
What's been our whole life, growing. I mean, our age, 35 or something. I mean, it's just McElroy's. That's where it is. Right.
Well, they
over
built
the
it,
bridge,
right?
and
Mr. Mickey built that building.
Yeah, I
Or?
think before it was
something else.
It was
I don't remember.
It was I'll remember it soon, but it was a big brand before, and then Mickey bought it from them.
Okay.
That's
And-
right, because the
and-
kitchen's so big.
Yeah, and I'm a huge. Just so you know, the McElroy family is amazing.
Oh, they're awesome.
My first job, and
Was Mickey?
yeah, I was a hostess at McElroy's
Yeah,
in
so-
Biloxi. Yep,
I've become.
What'd you make an hour? Do you remember that back then?
I have no idea.
Not at all.
No, not even a clue. I'm not going to guess totally wrong. I don't know.
$4 or $5 maybe.
Not that old.
Great
dude.
family, and we're extremely excited to when we open. Is obviously their whole family would be there, so we're blessed that we were able to buy it from him, and he's a great person, and wish him nothing but success. And I'm glad he's able to maybe try to enjoy himself and retire a little
Yeah.
bit.
It's
In respect,
time.
I mean,
Dude ain't gonna retire. I know Mr. Mickey.
Decades
He's
of
gonna
hard work.
Yeah.
but I mean, respect too, because to keep a restaurant open that long,
Definitely.
and they're known for breakfast, like keep it open that long, like to keep vibing that, like, I mean, because the restaurant industry is, food expires.
It's 30.
Yeah.
What
Well,
is it?
people
What's the
get tired
failure
of it,
rate?
you
It's
know?
like it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
high. What's the
Is
failure
that-
rate of a
No, I
restaurant?
would never look at that ever.
Oh.
Restaurant
Yeah,
owner.
I would.
So when you said people get, so you're right about that. That's why you said with appetizing.
What?
No, just the vibrations with the feet.
Oh, weird.
Appetizers, not your specials, your lunch, like doing a special every day. That is what I do enjoy too. I love specials. Like I'm like,
Yeah, mixing it up.
hey, give me the special. I don't care what it is, but give me the special because I'm curious.
And we have so many customers now. Like I've got a girl who didn't ever eat anything that you're a mayonnaise hater, aren't you?
I'm not a mayonnaise man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to change that.
Yeah.
But
Unless it's got like a little spice into it, just pure mayonnaise. To me, it just doesn't look appetizing.
I've got a lot of customers that told me, I don't like that. I don't like that. They ate the same thing for over a year, twice a week. And I was like, please try this today. Like, I know what you like. I think that I can break you out of your shell a little bit. And they do. And that's super fun to see that. And then I have people like you who love all food. And they're like, I don't care whatever the special is
That's
today.
me.
Give it
I'll
to
eat
me.
it.
There's I'll eat everything, even pudding. Now you said not like pudding, but I've opened up to homemade pudding.
I'm good with mayonnaise, like in some like chicken salad. But when I like have a meal, I'm not going to do a layer of mayonnaise on top.
On your sandwiches,
Yes.
you eat dry sandwiches.
I take mayonnaise and
Or in
ketchup.
your red beans and rice.
that's-
Have you seen that?
That makes
Ugh.
Thousand Island dressing.
I know, but no, take my fancy ketchup for my shrimp. I do a little ketchup,
Fancy
mayonnaise,
sauce?
and mustard. I mean,
Fancy.
well, yeah, I went to St. Martin. Like our school lunches were not perfect.
Yeah, they're
okay.
pretty rough.
Your French fries, you want to have some taste.
You'd have to make some fry sauce for them.
You had no choice. Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun to see, like, we've got so many regulars for them to get excited about stuff and like trust us to kind of come up with new things for them and watch that. That's been really fun.
And if you look at not just your restaurant, but the whole thing of like people should, if you go, like I love going to a bar, like go to Wilbur, and they're like, what are you in the mood for? I'm like, I don't know, something with bourbon.
They're so good at that. I'm always like, how do y'all do that? They're like, the same way you make lunch specials every single day. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah. So it's because you're able to take, and this goes to, with Pillars, with Justin at Pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
for sure.
Justin does it to me all the time. And even at Murky Waters in Gulfport, I'll go in there and it's like, we'll sit there for an hour, and it's every day. I don't have the same drink. It's always a different drink. And it's like, and they get excited. Jordan Matthew brand fancy sauce.
We need
Let's
to
do
do
it. We make our own sauce, bro. Let's do it. But that's something I love. I love like going there. Like even when I get a haircut, like, I don't know how you feel today. Figure it out.
Yeah, you're the pro, not me.
Yeah. Like,
It's nice when people trust you to own your craft, you know?
I mean,
I always make
Aaron
food.
Jackson is my hairstystist. He looks like Guy Fieri, and he right there by Pueblo Express next door to him.
Okay, yeah.
I ate Pueblo Express like 7, 8 years ago or 6 years ago. I forget how long it was, but I ate Pueblo Express, walked next door, walked in, and he goes, "How do you want your haircut?" I said, "I don't know. Cut it." And we've become friends over the years. He actually bought his salon from his dad, and him and his wife own it now. And Christmas, he gives me gifts, but it's like because I shout out on social media. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, hey, I'll take a local business and I want to bring them all the way to the top.
Yeah.
They're riding with me.
You don't do that with your beard, though.
He trims my beard,
Okay.
but I'm not
Not in
gonna
a
get rid of
while.
my beard, huh?
Not in a while.
Well, I hadn't been there in about a month. Yeah.
I think it just grows fast.
It must.
Oh, it's all the fancy sauce.
It could be.
Should we have our own fancy sauce?
I think we should. We could like put our faces on it. Joe Horn's got barbecue sauce. We could sell it out of one of the or out of the little machine at Lauren's place.
So you want to go to this?
Have a vending machine?
No, I don't know.
We
don't have it. The walls aren't filled yet.
We'll figure it. So we got Preston
Cooler.
We got Preston says, save the trees for sure. Deck is beautiful, Preston. Shout out. No risk, no reward. I look up to the grind. You guys are going to kill it.
I agree.
And then Chris Smith of 605. He's been on the pod ever since I watched Undercover Brother. I can't do mayonnaise at all.
I'm sure that's not a good saying.
I've never seen it.
And then we got
Don't watch it.
Yeah, we got Preston
Did you
again.
win?
Yeah, man. I only use mayonnaise, mayo to make different sauces. Jared Seymour, shout out to Brownwater Bantern.
Yep.
Eat Drink Love is amazing. And Brennan Rulby. Hey Lauren. Hey Ivan. Hey boys.
What's up, Brennan? So Ocean Springs, you're from Ocean Springs originally?
Yep, born and raised.
So that's where you'll always be.
Yep.
You ever going to maybe look at franchising or expanding? But I mean, how you've grown a long way in such a short amount of time, but you know, the sky's the limits here.
Yeah, that's not the goal right now. It's like, it's family and I really enjoy it. And I love being there. So as long as I love that, I mean, obviously if the opportunity is presented, but it's never been a thought process now, just kind of getting to that point where I'm comfortable and I have an opportunity for all my employees. They're really important to me. So I kind of will make a permanent home for them.
Are you downtown still?
Long. Yeah, still downtown, still in Porter.
Are you, is your mom still downtown?
Mom's still, I don't live downtown anymore now.
No, but is your mom still downtown?
Mom's still downtown, yes.
Same house?
Yep.
Matt, her mom's
It changes every week.
will
Yes,
blow
same
your
house.
mind. It is one of the first, and I told you about this, is one of the first historical houses, small houses. They found a way to adapt and make like this into like this environment. Like it's crazy. They have like an outside house for a guest bedroom.
It just keeps on changing.
I mean,
too.
fire pits outside. Like you feel like you're in a different world. And this is her mom right here. An amazing lady.
She brought her husband to that property. I guess it's been about 10 years ago and said, I want to buy this. And he said, to live in? Like he was appalled by it. And it is one of the finest places downtown. People walk and they're like, can we please come see your backyard? She's like, yeah, come on. She's pouring glasses of wine. They're in the hot tub 10 minutes later. It's super cool.
So mom and Scott have been doing that. They live in Cedar Grove. They bought like mom's been having a house in Cedar Grove for years. They started doing their own style and it's amazing. I mean, there's like a little 1,200 square foot house, but like they keep adding this whole environment.
Oh yeah.
And it reminds me of your mom's place. Like, cause we did Halloween one year there and it's so downtown, you can really walk, but we did a Halloween party and I was just blown away. And I was always like, when you say people have these older historical houses, like, oh yeah, it's cool. But then like, that's dope.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And just to give you one more example with Lauren is when I was really looking to find someone that fit in that area. I mean, I was looking at total different people from out of town. And then, when I had a chance to meet her and her boyfriend, I was like, wow, how perfect would this get someone from Ocean Springs that already has a following and bring them to right next to it. So, I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect, but I was really, my original goal was we were really talking to guys from New Orleans to bring someone from out of town to bring a different experience. But I'm so beyond happy that we chose a different route and to get her in there. I mean,
Eat Drink Love is a different experience than me. I mean, there's no other restaurant around here that's doing what you guys are doing.
I don't think so.
You.
I think you're the honestly, if you go look out there, I don't think there's anybody that does what you do.
We took a big risk on like the super fresh and on a little bit on the healthy side. We don't have a fryer, like that's all a little bit of a big risk for South Mississippi. I mean, a lot of people desire that, but at the end of the day, like you said, like people get tired of things. And so it's been,
and it's our family. It's family. Like your employees are your family. They're your friends. Like,
you spend more time with those people than you get to your family. They should be your chosen.
I mean, you truly have a cult following. So I made a few calls from my friends that live in Ocean Springs, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's a no-brainer."
Yeah, makes it sound right.
You have a following, not only just the people that live around there, but I even talked to people that are like boaters. Like so many people will get her food to bring on their boat, to their big boats.
Yeah, we're really stoked about that new opportunity, being on the water and being able to really kick up that kind of deal, doing whole packages out to go on the boat, call in.
You want to go to Horn Island? You want to go to Horn Island? Come pick it up in the morning, come back,
So what kind of dishes you guys got like that are frozen or ready to pick up?
Man, frozen one staples. We can't keep, like you said, chicken pot pie, lasagnas, Moroccan shepherd's pie. That's all like that kind of clean comfort food, stuff that you can buy in the frozen section in the grocery store, but you really want your mama to make you, that's what we have in the cooler there. And we're always adding on to that.
Because I mean, when you're on a boat, I mean, everybody loves a good old sandwich.
But yeah, a boat is going to be sandwiches all the way.
I mean, everybody loves a good sandwich.
Potato salad, the chicken salad, pimento cheese. You put that on the dash all day and let it get kind of warm. That's where it's at.
Oh man. So Ivan already gave us we could just take his boat anytime he wants. So Ivan's like, hey, take
yeah,
my
he
boat.
just said that. He's got 3 or 4 of them.
Whatever y'all want. It's all you guys.
Hey, I appreciate that.
There's no I in team.
Jordan's driving.
No, I don't. Not driving. You're driving. No, that is scary because I'm going to enjoy the cocktails and I'm going to enjoy the food and that. I will say that I'm happy to see growth. We talked about like the Sands project and we're a big part of the Sands and we fight for the Sands because of development. And I told Ivan before we even got here, it's like I love seeing growth.
Yep.
Because people we can't keep everything a secret. You can't do that. You got to expand. You got to grow.
Passion, and whenever you're passionate about something, you get presented with opportunity. Surely, like he just said, there was so many different routes that he could have gone, but somebody recognized your passion and your talents and recommended you. And whenever you're doing good things come. I think more opportunity follows, and this is case in point proven of it. So
yeah, we were on a plane to California, and Scotty works at Marina Cantina. He gave us a call and said, "Man," he said, "I was checking out some other people." He's like, "This building's perfect for Lauren." He said, "Don't let her drag her feet the second you guys get back." So, I thought about it the whole trip. Day we got back, I called. He was like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. Come on, let's go look at it." 10 minutes later, he's like, "All right, so you want to do this? I want you to do this." I was like, "Are you serious? I get to do this?"
Yeah. So I literally
yeah.
I had to make a decision on Friday because I told these guys from New Orleans I had 2 other people from Ocean Springs area that were interested as well. And honestly, when I met Lauren and her boyfriend, I was super comfortable. And I was like, the synergy works so well. And after speaking to my friends in Ocean Springs, they're like, you're not going to get someone that's going to work harder, better food. So to me, after I met her and actually had that interaction and talk for 15 minutes, I was like, if you're in, I'm in. Let's do this deal.
that's awesome.
So it kind of worked out well.
You see that things are growing right now on the
Things
coast?
are growing, and
This
Ocean
is
Springs
dope.
and Biloxi's getting better. And we did work on Goche. They just lost the mall over there. I drove through there.
No, the Goche bought it because I'm across the street with my mattress store.
Looking rough over there. Mattress store is the highlight of Goche right now.
Probably, but it's getting better. They're doing little food trucks. But I told them when I head to the mattress store, and this is one idea that I had 5 years ago. I was like, guys, I want food. Like, let's do something. Like, y'all traded out a deal. Like, I'm across the street. Let's do some food trucks. Let's do a movies. So we do the Holocaust, me and Matt. It's one of the coolest Halloween events. It's at Nativity. And all we do is chicken tender and keg beer.
I love it.
That's it.
That's so simple.
Yeah.
Love it.
And it goes so we just do chicken tender and keg
doesn't
beer.
like either?
Who doesn't like
I
either?
know.
And they're all gone by the end of the
Do you
event.
really like going to fancy, and there are fancy events, but most people like going to events when they get off of work and that are comfortable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The less where it's all stuffy, you don't want to be there. That's reality. You want to be where it's is that dude, is he really chugging a beer right now? Keg stands are happening right now, and we do keg stands at our event.
There's been a few keg stands that have been done. So I got a few more questions about Eat Drink Love. What's your mix of regulars versus new beginners? Or that's what I said, opportunity for a regular.
Man, I'm in the kitchen the whole entire time, so I'm probably not the best one to ask. That would be Cassidy. But I think that we do have a lot. I mean, judging by our computer system, it says that usually it's 50-50. But every single one of my customers come back and say, hey, so I know that I'm seeing them 3-4 times a week. They're popping their head into the kitchen and saying,
that's how you know you're doing something right.
And so we love that. They have my personal phone. My phone's all the time, like, hey, do you have pot pies? Hey, can I order to go? On my phone, the work phone, Cassidy's phone. Everybody's got somebody on speed dial. They're like, damn, the phone's busy. I'll just call somebody else. So I know that we definitely have a really, really good, solid, regular following. But then we have people all the time that are posting on our Facebook and coming in saying, we had no idea this was here.
I'd be willing to bet you
How
might get a
long,
few more people in there trying it after this.
I hope so. Yeah, it's still such an obscure spot to be, you kind of got to know, or somebody's got to tell you. So
it's down Porter, and they redid that building not too long ago.
Yeah,
right?
that we were part of that whole makeover. That was originally the Porter House, and then the Roost is the boutique hotel that's there. So that's Rain Realty.
Yeah.
And they have a couple of partners in that. So
I went to a wedding event there one time years ago, but they had the whole upstairs deck all closed down. And I guess that's where it was. But yeah.
Yeah, that was because that was our first event that we all did there. We had just opened about a month before that.
Okay. Well, anyway, it was very impressive, like
Yeah.
the quaintness of it, and but at the end of the day, we're moving.
We're moving.
We're
Yeah.
moving, and then we're getting bigger.
We're getting parking.
are you-
Parking's
you're gonna have
something that's really
parking.
All right,
exciting.
but are you saying like the attachment of like leaving what you've this area that you created? Do you find it to be super easy, or do you find it like there's a lot of emotions like that you? Yeah, honestly, when you moved the Porter, like there wasn't a lot of things going on Porter. I mean,
No, yeah. Ted came in. Ted's the owner of the Roost and Rain Realty, and he was buying the enchiladas from Doctor's Drive when I was down there, just throwing a couple of lunch specials out and that. And he approached me and said, "Man," he said, "we're about to open a hotel. We need a restaurant. What do you think?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I couldn't believe it. And I was like, I mean, the opening day, I was still going like, I'm doing this. Like, is this for real? Like, I don't know how to read tickets on a line and like actually make lunch, Like, I was just making casseroles for people to take home.
And then you
It's
figured
crazy.
it out. And that's where we could that's the name of our show. We got 10 names.
Yeah.
Figuring it out. It's one of them.
So our
So yeah, it's going to be sentimental, but this is the perfect. This place has everything that we wanted. Was the view. I've always wanted to be on the water. I'm obsessed with Fort Bayou. I don't get to go on the boat anymore because I work all the time. So this is a perfect balance for that.
you know the
too,
thing
just-
too is when you step out of your comfort zone is when things really fucking happen.
Oh, there's no.
And that
yeah,
is
absolutely.
100 true. For like for you, it's like even this is your next step.
Yeah, if it's not scary, it's not worth it. It's
Yeah,
not-
like
no
it's
doubt.
but you
No
have a
doubt.
person like we and I'll say this with Ivan, like he's been on our show a few times and we've built relationships through being on the show and the respect for him, the way he looks at business owners and his passion towards making past road great again. And these are like serious things where he like really does like he said he found like that connection of you is like, okay, gonna believe in it. And same with Kelly, your wife, like y'all have that love for the coast. And a person like you, like this is your next step, and it's gonna be a lot. You went from this to you're about to just times X this.
Well, saying that about him, like that he gave me like if he wants me here, I must deserve to be here, And I was asking my boyfriend when I was like, "Are you sure? Like he wants me there?" And he's like, "Ivan wants to see people. He loves food. He loves the business. He's passionate about it, and he wants to see people do well.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
deserve that opportunity." So it's been like having people behind you and believing in you and saying like, "Yeah, you deserve this spot. You can do this."
Well, I always say real
solid.
recognize real. That's one of my mottos. I probably said it on the show a million times, but that's somebody that sees you pass and sees that you're good at it and then gives you an opportunity. That's life, right?
Absolutely.
What some people don't understand about me is I'm not going to give someone a shot unless I don't believe their business is going to be successful. Most
Right.
of my deals, like with Marina Cantina and other ones, is I take the risks just as much as they do. The better they do, the better I do.
That's right.
So I felt that she was the perfect person to go into the new spot in 701 Bienville. So I thought it would be perfect. But I'll tell you one thing also, just to give props out to Ted and Roxy and those guys. I mean, they built something insane
Oh yeah.
in Ocean Springs, not just, the one location, but in Clive. I mean, those guys have done an amazing job. And I think, honestly, what my ultimate goal here on the coast is, I don't think we need one Marina Cantina or two Marina Cantinas, Eat Drink Love. If we could literally have 10 or 15 of these places on the water, you can literally make us a destination town.
Oh, absolutely.
So I truly hope, and, not thinking financially, but I truly hope that other people come out in the woodwork and open more restaurants on the water, because that's what we need. I mean, we're a water community. So I think it's foolish for people. We have a lot of spaces on the water for people to do restaurants. So I really hope they do.
I know, like the insurance on that's just one of the only drawbacks.
Yeah, well, I
so.
mean,
I know a guy, so anybody's looking for some insurance.
I was telling you today, I was like, you got to invest in yourself. You either work for the man or you be the man. So, I have so much respect for Lauren and what she's done.
Yeah. So Garrett just put a picture of Matt. It's true though, and that's
Oh, it's
something.
insurance plug.
But I'm saying like having a relationship with Ivan that me and Matt now have and share. It's just a cool thing because he does and that's one thing is like
He gives us confidence too.
and
Yeah.
like weekly.
But real recognize real.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be sitting at this table and we didn't have light minds.
But he does that whole check on you
Never
thing
will.
too, and that's one thing you get out of too is like he'll reach out and just check on you. Hey,
Oh,
and that's
I
something
made-
that you respect. You're
I
like,
made 5 or 6 calls. Listen, I mean, if you go check on me, sometimes you'll see some good stuff, and sometimes so if you do a Google search of me, I promise you, it's not all good. Most of it, But what I will tell you is, I've gotten everything where I have myself. I've made some great, amazing decisions. I made some bad decisions. So, you know,
That's life. Everybody fails. You got to fail to succeed.
I'm the first person to admit, but when I do a business deal with anybody, I'm going to look into them and see. And when you hear nonstop great things about somebody and what they're doing, you always want to kind of partner with them.
Yeah.
So you always got to bet on the horse and not the business.
Right.
So right now she's the horse.
Hey,
we're betting on
awesome.
we're betting on the horse
That's
for this
true.
business.
Thank you.
So you're gonna have to name something after Ivan, put it on the menu.
Oh, 100%.
Oh gosh.
And maybe we can come into this too. Like
We're gonna do the sauce.
Yeah.
Jordan and Matthew fancy sauce.
You'll be the mayonnaise and the fancy ketchup.
Hey, I'm not against.
Design me a T-shirt and you can sell your fancy sauce on the shelf.
And you know, this is fun. This is something important too. Like, so we have after this, guys, we have Chase Sherman, the UFC fighter. He's going to fight in Las Vegas tonight. Well, after we finish the podcast, which we still got some time in this podcast, but after we finish the podcast, we're going to go live again with another local. He's training. So he leaves tomorrow for Vegas for his fight Saturday in the UFC.
That's awesome.
So he's gonna we're just going back to back because we like seeing local heroes.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you got to be you got to be a tough. I don't want to say the word, but you got to be a tough cookie to be fighting in the UFC.
Oh, there ain't no doubt about that.
He's a Gulfport firefighter,
and he's a heavyweight. So
yeah.
He's such a sweetheart. He's a teddy bear.
I want to buy one of those shirts, and anyway,
that's Brandon. He's coming too. But so Brandon's coming too. But like that's Brandon's got done fighting. Chase is the heavyweight, and they train together. They're brothers. So they even have their Savage Association bike club. You can't say gang. Club. You cannot say gang.
I don't say a gang anymore. I got lectured.
But they're like a brother. Like
you got to get them to walk out wearing the hat.
They would do it like they stand by. Like
we walked out with them in one of his fights.
Yeah, so it's like we have that respect. Like we might be we want to be a drink. Weekend on Bernie's type of crew. Let's support friends. You know what I mean?
Alive.
Like, one thing that I think we can get from this podcast or get from the local thing is like support local people, support your local business, stand by them. I'll also too say this is, not every time you're going to go in business, like nothing's perfect, but don't be Karen. You know what I mean? Like, stand by people. Like, some people do make mistakes in owning a local business.
Everyone's made mistakes. If you look at yourself in the mirror, you're going to see something.
I'm so tired of Karens in my life.
There's so many Karens.
I'm just canceling. I'm feeding for positive, more positive.
That's
more
positive. Our mottos here.
I always write love notes on my ladies' names, like Karens, because I feel sorry for them. Because like the second somebody hangs a ticket that says Karen, you're automatically like, oh God, I don't want to make your lunch. So I've been trying to put love notes like, I love you, Karen, because there's still some really good Karens out there.
That's
a lot of them are my regulars.
And one of the key things I think also here on the coast is everyone's so nice and sweet and stuff, but I think especially, in certain areas is you want everyone to succeed. You want if all these businesses are doing well locally, it's only going to make everyone stronger.
There's still haters out there.
That's one of the biggest problems is you have people that hate to see other people successful. And they're like, oh, well, he got this because of that, or she did this because of that. You really need people to just support each other. I want everyone I want all my friends to be successful, because I want to be able to do things with them that they couldn't do if they weren't successful. Right. So, you really got to support everyone out there. And
birds of a feather flock together.
100%.
And you don't want to see one of the saddest things that you've seen, with some of the development, and not just your development, is like, who wants to drive down the road and see a vacant building?
No one.
And they see a small business struggle, or and you just don't want to see that, because eventually you take small businesses out. I mean, what do you have? What atmosphere do you have for your family?
And the past few years have been so hard on small businesses. Nothing. I mean, so it's amazing to see the development. New development always brings in more economic boom.
And the support. Like I'll see, people who own bars and restaurants all in the area that I'm in, all down Government Street and downtown and stuff. Like those are the owners who are always coming in, and buying from us and checking in on us and vice versa. So it's really cool. We're all in the same struggle right now. Everyone in the world is. But it's nice that like with that little bit of cash that we've got extra right now when times are tough, spending it on each other and the neighbors and stuff. That's solid as hell to see that.
Girl, I went down this, like when I got my stimulus check, I cashed it and I went downtown Ocean Springs with my scooter.
I'm on East Spot.
Miss Connie, here you go, girl. She's like, Jordan, what are you giving me? I'm like, one drink.
At the office?
It'd be like one drink, $100.
Awesome.
Like it was like Christmas. Like here, because I know
take it.
Even Tony at Mosaics.
Yep.
Like, I mean, we went to school at Tony Quave.
Love him.
Yeah, so we're like
had a killer dinner there, like a course pairing.
But so I'm just going around like, hey, like I'll get one drink, and I would get to the point where Emily's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm walking the sidewalks just going to the
Hit my
grocery.
people up.
But free
Hit
and
my
being
people
from
up,
down here,
yeah.
our network's growing, and we like to see our network get big and thrive. I think you've done that. Your own self. I think we talked about it. And it's just like
he's becoming more coastal.
I have, and I'll come back on it later programs. We have a lot of projects that we're working on, which I think will benefit the coast. I mean, but I tell everyone, I'm like, I can't be the only one out there doing this. I mean, other people have to go.
Surely there are.
No, there are. But I think, so we're just giving an example on the other side of Marina Cantina on the water. I mean, we're going to build 15 super high end. You're going to feel like you're in Alice Beach condos on the water.
That's my favorite.
So, it's going to be completely modern, completely different.
That's cool.
And everyone's like, well, what are you charging? It's going to be expensive, but you pay for what you get.
So what is this now? I haven't heard this plan yet.
On the right across the street, right across the water in Marina Cantina, there's a property that I just purchased. We cleared it up.
In Gulf Hills?
No,
Gulfport.
Right here.
Gulfport.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gulfport.
this
Okay,
one, yeah,
Gulfport. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So, I mean, it will be 15 super high-end condos that are going to be like, it's going to give people a wow factor. I mean, you're going to have the whole entire thing with floating docks. And
Are you selling them? Or are you renting
selling
them?
them? They're going to sell them. We're going to probably keep a couple and maybe Airbnb them. But it's just going to, I think when people go over that bridge, they're going to be like a wow factor. You're going to be like, wow, I'm in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Kind of like whenever they take their first
Dude,
bite
that's
to eat, drink, love food. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
So, just those kind of things and what we're doing in Ocean Springs, I hope that people are like, wow, this, if, Marina Cantina does well and Eat Drink Love does well, maybe someone will do it. Maybe where, Mikey's on the Bayou is and other ones like that. Cause I do believe the more places we get on the water, since we are a water community,
The more poker runs we'll have.
Be an inspiration to,
It's true. Hey,
inspire other people to say like, hey, this did great. This is our chance. Let's try it too.
But think about the poker runs that we're about to bring.
love it.
Are
Listen,
we?
bring them on.
Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
you're on the water now,
Yeah.
so like you don't think Neptune's going to reach out and be like, "Hey, let's."
So just so
I
I know,
hope so.
a big question everyone always asks about where we're at is just so everyone knows is the county is doing a massive dredge on our property. So not only going to have a massive dredge, but you're going to now have small boats, but you're going to have large boats have access to the property. We've already started off with a 700-foot floating dock system. There's going to be tons of parking for boats. And I think when people see it completely done with our decks and our floating docks and access for large boats, people are going to be in awe. We're going to make it first class. We're spending the money, and we want it to be a staple.
AstroTurf. We know.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
Ivan,
staple for-
AfterToast everything. Ivan's going to put AfterToast on the ceilings,
Listen,
the walls.
I might AstroTurf over here.
Yeah,
We
no,
need a
you're
little
not
corner.
doing
We just
that.
need a little
Over here.
corner, like a framed AstroTurf.
Just gives you that more like that a wow factor. And, people don't understand. You spend the money now, and you don't need to maintain it in the future. So,
Well, guys, go ahead and look in that camera and plug away.
Yeah,
But-
where can they find you right now, Lauren? Tell everyone watching.
Yep, we're still at 604 Porter. We're in with the Roost in Ocean Springs, but we're looking forward to being waterfront. Next to Ivan, we're going to be on the highway. We all just call it the old McElroys because who cares?
yeah,
Highway 90, Bienville,
Yeah, that's
old
right.
Lovers
McElroy.
Lane, guys.
Lovers Lane. Yeah, but hopefully going to kick off fall over there and roll into the holidays in the new spot. So
And then what
We're
about
excited.
where they can find you on social media, websites, stuff like that?
don't do a very good job of keeping up with it, but Eat Drink Love on Instagram, Facebook, and then eatdrinklovecatering.com. I've got a girl that's going to give us a whole overhaul. So we're going to have a beautiful website here in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, now tell me if they want catering, where do they find you guys?
Phone or email.
Phone or email.
Yeah.
That's the
Do you
best
have a
way.
phone number?
Yep. 228-217-7160. Ask for Cassidy. She's the best.
Y'all all are. Thanks
They
again
are.
for coming
Yeah.
so much.
Thanks for having me.
Hey,
We
guys.
appreciate it.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
and
you having us.
John Kensel, shout out to you, buddy. Yo, John, we're gonna be coming back on probably in the next 30 minutes with a UFC fighter
Yeah.
stepping up. Somebody's gonna get punched in the face tonight.
I don't, not me. I
Not
don't-
me either.
I can't. I do not want to get punched in my face.
But anyways, guys, good luck with the development. We're gonna stay kind of in the loop with the status.
Yeah,
of-
and you guys might see us in the kitchen at Eat Drink Love.
Yeah,
sometime
please
soon.
come over.
So,
It'd be fun.
we did making groceries and it was epic.
I know. I love it.
It was
It's
so
fantastic.
Well, thank y'all again, and guys, we'll see y'all next time.
Appreciate
We
you.
appreciate
care.
y'all. Thank you.
Yo, you drink Capri Suns? If you have problems getting your straw in, we're here to teach you some techniques. The jackhammer, the reach around, 2 straws, 1 hole, the no-look pass.